The checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
In January-June 2025, the external merchandise trade of Georgia amounted to $11,934 million, 12.8% higher year-on-year, according to the preliminary data from the National Statistics Office of Georgia. The exports equaled $3,234 million, while the imports stood at $8,699 million. The negative trade balance was $5,464 million in January-June 2025, and each share in external trade turnover constituted 45.8%. In January-June 2025, the share of top 10 trading partners by exports in total exports of Georgia amounted to 79.8%. The top partners were Kyrgyzstan with $681 million, Kazakhstan with $414 million, and Azerbaijan with $341 million. Tbilisi Mayor Kaladze says Georgia's key objective should be sustained economic growth and convergence with European economies. Our goal is to catch up and even surpass European economies, Kaladze said, emphasizing that the government's current policy, led by Georgian Dream Party, is focused on maintaining peace, an essential foundation for economic progress. Addressing the issue of migration, Kaladze noted that economic factors remain in the primary motivator. We must create such conditions in the country that people only live for vocation, not in search of work. He stated everyone should be able to find decent jobs and experience economic well-being here at home. The mayor acknowledged that while Georgia's economy has advanced in recent years, more progress is needed. Am I satisfied? Of course not. I am maximalist. I want to see greater developments and prosperity for every family, Kaladze added. Kobakhidze claims that visa liberalization is a technical issue and has no connection to economic growth. Kobakhidze noted that the notion that visa-free travel boosts the economy is pure speculation. The only difference is whether you stand in a visa queue or not. Visa liberalization has nothing to do with the economy. Any expert will confirm that, he said. Kobakhidze also urged that visa-free access encourages migration, referencing the Baltic states. Lithuania's population dropped by 600,000 and Latvia's by 400,000. Without visa liberalization, more Georgians would be stayed, boosting the labor force and economic growth. Notably, in 2017, while serving as Speaker of Parliament, Kobakhidze praised visa liberalization as a key achievement in Georgia's EU integration process. Since the implementation of visa-free travel regime between Georgia and European Union in March 2017, remittances from EU countries to Georgia have more than tripled, highlighting the economic significance of the policy. According to the latest data, Georgian citizens received over $764 million in remittances from EU countries in the first half of 2025 alone. This continues a steady upward trend that began in 2017, the year visa-free travel to Schengen area was introduced for Georgian passport holders. In 2017, the volume of remittances from the EU stood at $414 million. By 2024, the number had soared to $1.4 billion, marking a 238% increase over 7 years. The EU's share of total remittances has also risen from 30% in 2017 to 43% in 2024, underlining the growing role of the bloc in Georgia's remittance landscape. In the first half of 2025, Georgia's airports served 3.65 million passengers, reflecting a 14% increase compared to the same period in 2024. Wizz Air maintained its lead in Georgian aviation market with an 80% market share and a 16% year-on-year growth, transporting 642,000 passengers. Pegasus Airlines ranked second with 284,000 passengers, marking an 8% market share and 8% annual growth. Georgian Airways came in the third, benefiting from resumed Russian flights. The airline increased its passenger count by 17%, reaching 272,000 travelers and capturing an 8% market share. Former long-term market leader Turkish Airlines dropped to fourth place with 268,000 passengers, a 6% decline year-on-year. In the fifth place, Azerbaijan Airlines transported 222,000 passengers, 50% up year-on-year. Notably, Ajet, a Turkish Airlines subsidiary, also carried 54,000 passengers, but its data is reported separately. In the first half of 2025, Georgia's electricity export revenues fell by 44%, totaling to $19.2 million for around 400 million kilowatt-hour of electricity. Turkey remained the main buyer, accounting for 83% or $60 million of total exports. Smaller volumes were sold to Azerbaijan and Armenia. In June alone, Georgia exported 189 million kilowatt-hour of electricity to Turkey and 37 million kilowatt-hour to Armenia, with Turkey paying $8.1 million. This continues a declining trend. In 2024, Georgia exported 1.5 billion kilowatt-hour, generating $49 million, a 48.6% revenue drop from the previous year.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.